4 points.
Taking good shots overall. Percentage of them. That's what has this team rolling.
Poked away. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Hayward comes with the double team. The offensive rebound. Horford. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. Two great competitors. Defense took it.
Nice ball movement by Utah. And Favors kicks to Hill. With the floater. Rebound Boston. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Here's Mr. Moves, and again, Boston with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Favors. Hayward passes to Gobert. Fires, high post, misses off the left iron.
And with the defense disrespecting him there, that's a shot he needs to make.
Pass to Johnson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. Jazz have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Celtics.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Outside Hill. Knocked loose. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Mr. Moves, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here is Hill. Outside Favors. Outside Hood. He dishes it to Hill. Gobert the screen. Clock at 4. Hayward can hit.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Really left the momentum. 32 points for Mr. Moves.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here is Hill. They need this one. They get it back. Gobert. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
We always talk about Rudy Gobert's defensive impact, but now on the offensive end, he is never going to be a post scorer, but rolling to the rim, he has good hands and plays above the rim offensively.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
You know, it's been a combination of their efforts at both ends of the court. They have played a truly complete basketball game.
Horford the pass to Mr. Moves. Feeds to Johnson. Pass to Mr. Moves. Left side Crowder, 13 feet away. And it's Boston with another.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Gobert the screen. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Another miss by Utah.
It's been a frustrating basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Mr. Moves passes to Johnson. They get the rebound. Mr. Moves. Rez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
Knocked loose. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. Mr. Moves got 39.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Gobert brings the double team. Horford the pass to Mr. Moves. Back to Horford. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Gobert the screen. Now here is Hill. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Mr. Moves. Gobert pulls it in. Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Here's Mr. Moves. He's got 39. Back to Crowder. He kicks to Horford. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
That's where it starts, for sure, at the defensive end. Comebacks are always triggered by aggressive D, and that was anything but aggressive there.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's where the added muscle Hayward has put on during his career comes into play. So effective in combating an aggressive defense.
And Young just on the 3 there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Gobert. Hayward dishes to Favors. Shot clock at 5. Not enough on that one as it misses.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Right side Crowder. This one for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the foul called on Mr. Moves.
I'm Prez,
That's his
and I
third foul.
approve that steal.
And through the first
Presidential
half.
pardon.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those 3-pointers off?
Bring it in, guys. Hey, great work in the first half. I love the energy, fellas.
Never a shortage of motion on Soldiers Field Road as we welcome you back to historic Boston. Today.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
He's played like a man possessed right now, and his team is thriving as a result.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the players Boston really wanted when they traded Rajon Rondo to Dallas a couple of years ago was Jay Crowder. And since Crowder arrived in Boston, he's been a culture setter. Arriving in the midst of a losing streak, he said, "I lost my mind. I pulled Coach Stevens to the side and asked him, what are we trying to do here?" And Crowder wasn't done. He went to the front office and to teammates. He said, "I play to win." Kevin, he'll accept nothing less.
Great stuff, DA. Thank you. You can have the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Hill pairs up with Hood in the backcourt. Favors and Gobert, the defensive big man pair. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. And here is Hill following the 3 from Mr. Moves. Favors passes to Hill. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Just 4 to shoot. Gobert banked in off the glass. Gobert's got 10.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Yeah, he's one of those players. He operates at a different speed versus the defense.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Gobert. It's back to Hill and stolen by Horford. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Hill. Shots good from Mr. Moves.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
When you start talking about experience, you talk about Coach Snyder. He coached at the college level, the minor league level, overseas, and now in the NBA. He brings a lot of experience to this game for the Utah Jazz.
And again, Boston running the court in transition. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Favors dishes to Hill. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 9. And Quinn Snyder, a former point guard at Duke and a lot of stops in his coaching career, he's learned under some greats.
Yeah, this is his coaching tree that he's learned under. Coach K, Greg Popovich, Mike D'Antoni, just to name a few. His experience learning so many different systems has bode well for him.
Now Hill after the missed 3 from Mr. Moves. And the basket by Hill.
Well, they're still behind in this game, but not because of his shooting. He's been lights out.
Dishes it to Horford. Johnson against Favors. Horford has a wide open look. Great positioning on the putback. 6 points for Johnson.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. For the 3, no good for Mr. Moves. The Jazz have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Hill has the open look, and it's off from three-point range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
To the inside, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 8 points.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
Favors with the screen. Hill passes to Hood. Favors sets the pick for Hood. Here's Mr. Moves. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. That one goes. Count it. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Some changes for Boston. Jordan Mickey comes in for Al Horford. And it's Brown in for Crowder. Favors with the screen. Three-pointer. Hayward. The rebound by Young. Here's Boston now. They're on a 20-7 run. Johnson right side. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
Hill kicks to Favors. It's back to Hill. Outside Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. Another miss by Utah.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hayward comes with the double team. Passes it to Mr. Moves. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mr. Moves. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound Celtics. Johnson. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Stolen away. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Liking how Rodney Hood seeks contact on his shot, demonstrating once again that he's not going to back down from anyone. Well, you have Rodney Hood, player coming out of Duke that can shoot the basketball lights out. I've always been impressed with him, and now he's
rising and punching it. That was an angry finish.
He wanted that dunk to stand out for sure. Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Another steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Pull up Jay. No good for Mr. Moves. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the middle. Here's Burks. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And Smitty, great to have you in the booth here. A former NBA All-Star, NBA champion. Dreams certainly do come true. Was working in the announcing booth. Some changes here for the Celtics. Young's checked in for Bradley. And Mr. Moves subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Then for the Jazz, Gobert, he's checked in for Withy. Favors comes in for Joe Johnson. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Matt. Mr. Moves, he's in at the point. Mickey out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's Young, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
And the Jazz with some changes. Trey Lyles comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Exum in for Joe Ingles. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Mr. Moves. Inside. Here's Young. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Boston with the ball. Just 3 to shoot. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls for Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Lyles. Exum passes to Lyles. Burks dishes to Exum. Hayward kicks to Gobert. Rebound Boston. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Young on the wing, and the pass to Mr. Moves. To the middle, Brown dishes to Olynyk. Young in the corner, puts up a 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Now Exum swiped it away, and pushing it up, here's Boston. The shot's good from Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 60.
This is what coach likes to see from him. He's been extremely aggressive here with his eyes on the basket.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Exum. Passes it to Lyles. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Boston on D to end the run. Rebound Boston.
Shaleep.
Mickey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Offensive rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tries from 7. Stolen by Exum. Hayward on the wing. Tipped away. Now here's Exum. Tight defense on him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mr. Moves, and it's Boston with another.
I love the mindset he's playing with. No matter who's checking him, he's winning that battle. A big reason why they're winning this game.
Exum passes to Lyles. There's the screen. Here's the break. Fires the 3. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 12 points now in the quarter. Exum with it. Steve, you were able to enjoy a lengthy career. You played 14 seasons. With players coming into the league usually after 1 year in the college ranks, do you think career lengths will decline for NBA players?
You know, I don't think so. I'm starting to look at guys playing longer and longer. I think, one, there's not a lot of banging, but I think also they're taking care of their bodies more and more. Guys are playing now up to 20 years in the league.
Amazing, isn't it?
You're starting to see that regularly.
Hayward kicks to Exum. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession for the Jazz. Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Exum. Here's Lyles. Jazz passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Burks kicks to Lyles. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
That was a perfect bounce pass to help get his teammate a good look at the bucket.
Knocked loose and taken away by Johnson. He feeds it to Mack. Takes a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Mr. Moves. He's covered by Mack. It's good.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Boston's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Good score there coming from some smart passing by Orange Juice.
And Prez knew what Young was thinking, and boy, was the setup perfect.
Knocks it loose. Kicks it to Withers. For 3. Connects from three-point range.
There was no defense present there whatsoever. Anyone could have made that wide open shot.
The dish to Young and taken away by Johnson. The feed now to Burks. Three-pointer. Mack, no luck. Three-pointer. And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot from Mr. Moves. What a show we've seen from Orange Juice. Both of them lighting it up.
And it's incredible to watch just how in sync they are with one another. That they know exactly what they want to do and have been getting it done all game long.
He had all the room he needed to get the shot off, just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Mr. Moves.
He was outstanding offensively, but he also made a huge impact. Even when he wasn't making buckets, he had no off switch tonight. And a big triple-double came out of it.
The shot by Burks, nobody around. Good, and the nice assist from Mack.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
You're right. They're not going quietly. They're going to keep battling to the very end, no matter what the score is.
Young with no one around. And Prez getting the ball over to Justice Young for that triple.
And you could tell Prez was going to get that ball to Young outside when he caught it.
There he is.
Yo, Prez. Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Moves.
Hey, this is Shaq. You were on another level tonight. When was the last time you felt in complete control of a game like this?
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.
Look, guys, to be honest, I've said everything. Okay, there's nothing else left to say. I'm a professional basketball player, so wherever they pay me to play, that's where I'm going to play. And with that being said, I love what we're building here, and I think we have a chance to do something really special. That's it, guys.
Ten more minutes, then you can go.
10 minutes? All right.
It's all about maintenance. You'll thank me in 10 years.
I bet. Yo! You back, huh?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they won their last matchup, that game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. One of the guys we'll be seeing tonight is Al Horford. He's been an all-star before, not really a household name, though. Does he get the underrated tag from you, Shaq?
Yeah, you know.
This here mine, this here mine. That's it right there. This here mine. What are you doing? I'm working on my signature dance. Everybody got signature dance.
It's the home of the Celtics here in Boston as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Boston playing for the home crowd again tonight. Pretty much the heart of the NBA season, and reflecting on how they've been executing, it has been solid.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to...
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about...
Well, Brett Brown...
Thanks, David. He's paid his dues. He deserves to see it through.
Well, in the NBA draft, there's a train of thought that you draft for talent, not for need. The Sixers adhered to that and created a bit of a logjam at the center position as a result.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Ilyasova out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Simmons. And it's Rodriguez in at the one spot. That shot misses. So it's Boston now. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, Greg, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And for the Sixers, a lot of talent in the front court, but you knew the time would come where they need to balance the roster.
Exactly. I mean, with Okafor, Embiid, and Noel, all natural centers, come on, just not enough minutes for all of them. And when you box yourself in like that, it can make it tough sometimes to get the value you'd like to get in a trade.
We're about 1 minute into the first. The shot's good for Mr. Moves. And we talked so much about orange juice and the bond they formed, but Prez and Denver Levins also very close on the team.
And Levins might not see the floor a lot, but he does a great job of keeping the mood loose and light for this team. That means a lot over the course of an entire NBA season. You gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact. And when you see Ben Simmons on paper, it might not be that impressive, but once you watch him move, you see what the hype is all about. Runs like a guard with a forward's body. Incredible quickness for a player his size makes him a nightmare matchup.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And with Simmons and his frame, it shines in the open court. He can handle the ball and lead a break like few others can at that size.
Yeah, and what's great about Simmons in any situation is the control he has over his speed and body. Often you see physically gifted players like him take time to learn how to control both of those attributes. Simmons not only has an NBA-ready body, he has the dexterity and power over it to make incredible things happen on the floor.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Here's Mr. Moves. Boy, he was something else against Utah. For 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Here's Stauskas, defended by Young. Stauskas kicks to Embiid. Here's Rodriguez. And the 76ers get it back. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Mr. Moves, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
all these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks.
Pass to Simmons to the wing right side. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And looking at the steal numbers for the season, this chart showing OJ's contribution, steals per game by Prez and Justice Young versus the rest of the team.
Well, you had a feeling just from watching OJ how special they are at coming up with steals. This is just an incredible graphic. You think of all the easy points that this team has generated off of turnovers and steals, and a huge part of that is due to the relentless thievery of Prez and Young.
Dishes it to Johnson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Mr. Moves passes to Horford, and the Celtics in from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Embiid kicks to Stauskas. Rodriguez outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Boston. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, and they were able to handle the 76ers.
And last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but they're...
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, we usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Poked away. From deep. No good. His first miss after 3 makes. The 76ers trail by 11. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The 76ers in second.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Stauskas kicks to Simmons. Clock at 6. And it's denied.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Greg, bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
And it's the Celtics ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Takes the 3, and that will fall. The three-pointer on the line from Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 12. Now here's Rodriguez. He's tightly guarded. Simmons with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Embiid dishes to Ilyasova. Simmons inside the line. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 5 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
The shot's good for Mr. Moves.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
And head coach Brett Brown last season receiving a 4-year extension from the Sixers. Despite that, an office turnover put his job in question.
Yeah, and I think a lot of coaches around the league are very protective of Brett Brown because they saw what he was going into and knew it was going to take a while. He's presided over such a drastic rebuild. I think he deserves to have the chance to see it through so he can maybe reap some of the fruit of the sacrifice that he's made and the franchise has made and the way they've tried to build the team.
And here's the break. Ahead. Here's Embiid. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. Brown comes in for Jay Crowder. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Young. And Thomas subbed in for Mr. Moves. Then for the 76ers. The 76ers trail by 18. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Celtics, Mr. Moves, he's in at point guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Bradley, and it's Young in at the shooting guard position.
And, you know, Bayless is not just a perimeter player. I mean, he never backs away from chances to get close to the basket for these interior opportunities.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Oldham.
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Jazz was terrific. Just an incredible number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
Stauskas kicks to Rodriguez. Lots of room. And that one comes up a bit short.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Young in the corner. Here's Johnson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Well, Greg, that's why we have the score that we have. I mean, the hustle plays are only coming from one team, though, and there's been a big disparity in the effort when you compare the two teams.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. Here's Saric. And a great assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in. Saric has got his first bucket in this one. Here's Mr. Moves. 16 points for him. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the paint, here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
Rodriguez passes to Stauskas. Young with the steal. It's stolen by Stauskas. Here's Rodriguez. The rebound by Young.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Hey, watch out now. Watch out.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
The circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Killing me, ref. It hurts.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the left wing. Saric dishes to Stauskas. Here's Ilyasova. It's good.
Boy, I like the heart that Ilyasova displays when he's playing. Just terrific. Love watching him mix it up on the glass with those long arms of his.
Young in the corner. And Perez getting the ball over to Justice Young for that triple.
And you could tell Perez was going to get that ball to Young outside when he caught it.
That's tipped. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Philadelphia 76ers just way behind.
And I think mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Mr. Moves. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Rodriguez outside. And you folks at home might be able to hear it. Pick it up. The crowd chanting for orange juice.
And this crowd appreciates great team play, and they have been spoiled with that here tonight.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Floats it up for Young. And what a nice play there between orange juice to set up that score.
And Young got the finish, but the pass from Perez was just as important.
Now the pass to Embiid. And Ilyasova kicks to Embiid. Rodriguez. Another miss by Philadelphia. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Embiid comes with a double team. Here's the lob to the hoop. And look at the alley-oop laying from orange juice. Great connection on that pass.
There wasn't any doubt that play would be finished by them. That great stuff from Perez and Young.
Down low, the putback. And this is what everyone wanted to see. Great performance from orange juice.
And this is why they are so dangerous. When one gets it going, the other follows suit. Perez and Young showing up in a big way.
Let's see how the 76ers have performed over the last few weeks. Second in rebounding, second in opponent shooting percentage, and they're number 2 in slowing down opposing teams' offenses. Opponent scoring ranked second in the league.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Here's Johnson, and the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got 8 points.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and you've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Brown, he's checked in for Bradley. Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Almost goes without saying, but when Young gets it going, the defense is in big trouble.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Some changes for Boston. Al Horford, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Smart comes in for Young. And it's Isaiah Thomas. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Celtics running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Good
work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game. Go home.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Mr. Moves. He has 20 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Embiid is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Jared Bayless, and it's Stauskas in at the two-guard spot. Count it. Rodriguez has got his third bucket of the night. The Celtics shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. The feed to Crowder. It's Young on the wing. Here's Mr. Moves. Here's the three. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Here's Embiid. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Simmons checked in for Jared Bayless.
One shot, gentlemen.
And you know, when you talk to other players on this team, Joel Embiid has one of those infectious personalities. I mean, he's fun-loving, always upbeat and positive. That upbeat outlook at times this year.
Nice release there from Prez to knock down the triple.
I love his form. I mean, it's so repeatable and clean in terms of the release. Just great stuff from Prez.
Rodriguez, great touch on the 16-footer. Rodriguez has got 4 this quarter. And you talk about Embiid's playful nature. There were some rumors that the Sixers weren't overjoyed with his dedication rehabbing from that foot injury.
Yeah, he showed some immaturity in regards to sticking with his diet and also following the doctor's orders for the rehab on his foot. What ended up happening was they sent him to a state-of-the-art sports rehab facility in the Middle East. I think in part for the culture that existed there. It was all high-level athletes working to get back into action.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, you look around the league and the post-up is giving way to more and more pick and rolls, more and more three-point shooting. Some big men don't like it, but Amir Johnson embraces the change. He said, "It's what I do. I'm a big that likes to set screens and roll." Kevin, with his combination of range and finishing inside, has become one of the best at it in the game.
Very efficient, D.A. Thanks. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They'll get another chance. Stauskas' shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Mr. Moves. 28 points for him. Here's Horford. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 3. Here's Mr. Moves. Sinks the triple. Mr. Moves got 31.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive. You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. From downtown, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Ilyasova has no problem with defenders being draped all over him up in his jersey because his shot release is so quick, he just dismisses sticky defense.
The leaner inside, and Johnson puts it in. Johnson's got 10.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today. This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
From downtown, and he hits again from deep. 3 more points for Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 17 now just in the second half. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Al Horford. Sarge is checked in for Philadelphia. Rodriguez outside. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Intercepted. Here's Mr. Moves. 37 points for him. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Embiid comes with a double team. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, Boston with the triple.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Here's Mr. Moves. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Mr. Moves got 39. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
I approve that steal.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
The 76ers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Now here's Simmons, defended by Crowder.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The dish now to Johnson. Young with no one around. They get it again. Pass to Crowder. Here's Mr. Moves. No good on the 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Hands it from downtown. Mr. Moves got 42 in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Here's Rodriguez. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Just 5 to shoot. It's in from long range. One more from Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 45 points. The 76ers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Boston making some changes. Terry Rozier comes in for Young, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Mr. Moves. So for the 76ers, the last game. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Nick Stauskas comes in for T.J. McConnell. Mr. Moves in a 2-guard. Young is out there with Mickey. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Levins in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there. I tell you, I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And Ben Simmons, the latest star to come over from Australia. Many feel that he could be the player that bolts Australia into a powerhouse on the international level. A lot of hopes being placed on the shoulders of Simmons.
Yeah, fellow Australian Andrew Bogut said that Simmons will most likely be the best Australian player ever in just a short time. I mean, his game translates well in international ball, has the frame and playmaking ability to just carry a team.
Henderson kicks to Sarge. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Makes it off the glass.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Mr. Move.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet. What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
McConnell passes to Simmons. That's tipped. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Mr. Moves. He kicks to Olynyk. Off target from three-point range.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Passes it to Sarge. Here's McConnell. He feeds it to Embiid. 5 to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Mr. Moves. Henderson defending. Olynyk can't hit.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Got that bucket in no time at all. Mr. Moves got 58.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Young just has this innate feel for when one of his guys is open. I mean, he gets those passes there with real precision and fire.
Here's Mr. Moves to the inside. Levin. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Mr. Moves passes to Young. And again, it's Boston converted.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's McConnell. Feeds it to Embiid. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Just a tremendous feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Here's Mr. Moves. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Okafor is checked in for Philadelphia. Robert Covington comes in for Simmons. Knocks it loose. And they're moving it up with the putback.
And they've got to keep him off
off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Floats it up for Young. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
McConnell kicks to Okafor. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Covington from the arc. The shot comes out, so the Celtics will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. It's Young on the wing. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in.
Terry Rozier.
Here's McConnell. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Jared Bayless is checked in for Philadelphia.
Jared Bayless.
They need this. Another miss by Philadelphia. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Pass to McConnell. Okafor kicks to Saric.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First personal foul. At the line, 76ers, Dario Saric. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Jay Crowder's checked in for Boston. And so Saric nails them both. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Floats it up for Young. Saric comes with the double team. Young. Rebound by Covington. Philadelphia's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. He dishes it to Saric from deep. A shot by McConnell, no good. Well, the Celtics shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. It's tipped. Now, here's Saric. Down low. Here's Mr. Moves. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
That is just a gorgeous basket. This team trusts Young to take high percentage shots when he has the ball.
Covington passes to McConnell. There's Bayless with the 3. Rebound Boston. Mr. Moves got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Looking for Young. He gets it there.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection.
I want to talk about those incredibly soft suction cup hands there, not only to make the catch, but to lay it in, too.
Here's Mr. Moves. Okafor comes in with the double team. To the paint. Up again.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against the 76ers.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Mr. Moves. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Floats it up for Young.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Philadelphia shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. McConnell kicks to Okafor. Bayless the pass to McConnell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist from Sarge.
Really, the 3-ball is an important part of Bayless's offensive game. When he's connecting from there, it gives him a lot of space for drives, but also to create shots for his teammates.
Olynyk has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And Sarge kicks to Covington. They set the pick. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, this one wasn't in doubt for very long. Would you say this was one of the better performances by your team this year?
Orange juice. Orange juice.
Hey, get him. Get him.
Orange juice.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, Mr. Moves. I don't even know what more you can ask for. 60-plus points, that's insane. No one does that. Yet for some reason, we're not entirely surprised because we know he has a penchant for achieving the impossible.
You want to talk about domination? You want to talk about domination? This is it tonight. The combination of talent, competitive spirit was unmatched tonight. Adjustments were made by the other side, but when they made them, he adjusted right back.
Man, just an amazing game from him in terms of his passing. He didn't really have to do much, but his passing, his assists came on some of the best passes I've seen him make. He was just playing with those defenders. The game looked like it was in slow motion for him tonight. Ernie.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
yes. I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.
Justice. So you've always been a good defensive stopper. Last few games, you've put up some good offensive numbers. Can you talk about how your approach has changed?
You didn't know I could score the ball now, did you? It's okay. I forgive you. Just don't forget. No, but I'm becoming more consistent. And, yeah, get more opportunities, more minutes. So from here on out, it's game on. Thanks.
Nobody else want to say nothing. So they gonna trade you, man?
Who knows, Ice?
They can't trade you guys. You guys are the future of the team. You the Florida Oranges or the Nectarines, whatever, man, or orange juice. They can't trade you guys.
Ice, chill, bro.
Well, I can't speak my mind in the shop. It's the shop. Why can't I talk about what I want to talk about?
No, relax. We're not focused on that right now.
I mean, you're right, Ice. They're making a mistake, man. Me and Just are like the Jordan and Pippen 2.0.
Hey, man, look, it's all good. Everybody knows I want to stay here, so I guess it's up to them.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
See what happens.
We want you here. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. I mean, I don't know what it would be like getting a haircut someplace else.
And I can't really afford to lose the business, so.
That's what this is about for you, Ice?
No, it's basketball reasons. It's also business reasons.
That makes
I'm
sense.
a barber, man. I do this for a living.
Well, if I ever get traded, I'll tell you, I'll come back here just to get my haircut.
Well, that would be logistically
sounds
stupid
good.
for you.
Then I'll fly you out.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, fly me out. That makes more sense. Thanks, man.
Huh? All right.
Hello?
Look where they get out my party, nigga. What you thought they was? Who calling me? Well, who is you? Oh, Drippy. You sent me a squad and send me another. I was looking at the party too. I'll be back. He got the Royals on.
I got Kobe on.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. The fans are filling the seats out in Boston, the site of our broadcast, and where the Celtics will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they're still...
Man, get online so we can run threes, dude.
And a true star...
Come on so we can run threes!
As we'll get a chance to see Anthony Davis. He does so much out there. Shaq, what makes...
interconference matchup in this one as the Pelicans make the trip in for this one. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Celtics are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Boston before heading out on the road. And, of course, Alexis Ajinski trying to find a way. And as things...
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to...
Thanks, D.A. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. Brent, as we move to the middle of the season, how do coaches shift in how they prepare for games?
Well, now we're talking about, Kevin, chapter 6, 7, and 8 of the playbook. You're able to go a little bit deeper.
Yes.
You're able to start establishing new sets, and then maybe some of the wrinkles on the old sets that you started the season with. This gives you great confidence and a great challenge mentally for teams to stick with it.
Keeping it fresh for a coach, one of the main things they've got to do during a long season like this.
Well, it really helps the players' mentality to hear different. Words from the coaches throughout the course of the NBA season.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday and Hield team up in the back. Davis and Ishik working together down low. And it's Evans in at the small forward position. Holiday, that's tipped, and they're able to... ball's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Off the inbound pass. And the Pelicans miss again. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flags.
Yeah, the point's not hard to come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered too if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
Locked loose. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the basket by Horford.
Well, the defense scratching their heads as the offense now 4 of 4 in this game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Mr. Moves. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Holiday with the 3. Rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Here's Mr. Moves. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Johnson right side. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. The Celtics shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
In the city of New Orleans.
I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. Now let's stay sharp and finish strong.
This city has really come back, and their bounce back has been inspirational.
Well, it has been inspirational, and it continues to inspire people around this city to great heights. And what the Pelicans have in front of them, Kevin, could really bring a sense of confidence and community to New Orleans in some huge ways. Anthony Davis has a lot on his shoulders, but could go down as one of the most influential athletes in Louisiana.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Evans passes to Usher. Holiday left side. In the corner, it's Healed. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Holiday brings the double team. Dishes it to Young. Nice ball movement by Boston. Horford gets the bucket.
The defense certainly makes its presence felt, but Horford's so talented, he calmly rises up and buries the jumper over. Over them. That's easy.
Evans kicks to Holiday. And they double up Davis. Another steal. Here's Mr. Moves. And another basket for Boston.
I mean, this quarter belongs to him. They got to feed him.
For New Orleans, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 in the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them.
But that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
And it wasn't necessarily because the D was so tough. They created a lot of open looks. They just couldn't hit anything.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Yeah, maybe these matchups aren't the best for his defense. I'm sure he's taking a long look right now at the bench to find some answers.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Mr. Moves. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with this play here of late.
Here's Holiday. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and the shot goes in.
Now Holiday looking comfortable there when he gets in close.
Stolen by Holiday. Another steal. Inside, here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got his third basket of the night.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
And the foul called on Mr. Moves.
I'm Prez, and
that's
I
his
approve that
first
steal.
foul.
Presidential pardon.
Hield kicks to Ashik. Crowder against Evans. Back to Ashik. Pass to Hield. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Evans. Nobody around.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by Holiday. Young from outside. The Celtics need to get a shot off. No good for Mr. Moves. Here we go, one-on-one. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Davis with the double team. From beyond the arc, that's good from Horford on the assist from Crowder. And it's 7 points for Horford.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, not only have they been the aggressors, their early execution has been off the charts.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by Holiday. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. Back to Young. It's up a 3. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
And so here is New Orleans.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing. Grab it out of hat.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
No reason to wait. That was all his from the get-go.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Mr. Moves. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
I mean, this quarter belongs to him. They got to feed him.
And Holiday kicks to Ashik. Outside Holiday. Ashik with the bucket.
Enjoy that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by Holiday. Horford gets the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Celtics. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Terrence Jones is checked in for Ashik. Williams comes in for Tyreke Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Hield. And Tim Frazier subbed in for Drew Holiday. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Mr. Moves. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but...
Then for Boston. Crowder, he's checked in for Horford. Young comes in for Brown. And Mr. Moves subbed in for Avery Bradley. So for New Orleans right now, Davis and Ashik working together down low. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. And it's Evans in at the small forward.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
I think he spotted an area on the floor to gain that separation and then let it fly with a quick release. Hit his teammate right in stride. That's a great assist.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Mr. Moves, a three-pointer is right on target. Mr. Moves got 5 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Moves in that last game against the 76ers was a revelation. He finished with 60 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also finished with a season high in rebounds. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, David. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
Yeah, and it's another instance where he just proves that he's one of those guys who can step up and win a game for you practically all by himself.
And the Celtics hit again from deep.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here's Hield. Defense right on him. Holiday dishes to Ashik. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Ashik's got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Mr. Moves. 26 points for him. Here's Johnson off on the lane. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. The wide open look here for Holiday. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, gorgeous outside jumper from the former UCLA Bruin. He can get hot from the three-point line if you give him room like that.
Passes it to Mr. Moves. Shot clock at 6. 16 feet away. It's stolen by Hield. It's Evans on the wing. The rebound by Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got his 3rd rebound on the night. Takes a 3. Cans it from downtown. Mr. Moves got 29 in the game.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
Yeah, he's in a rhythm in the best way. You have to stay up in his chest, or he's just going to ruin you from deep.
Johnson the screen. Right wing, down low, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Thomas passes to Mr. Moves. It's stolen by Hield. With the shot, there's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Pass to Johnson for the 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And Holiday kicks to Hield. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The shot by Holiday, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Mr. Moves. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb. Mr. Moves got 32 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The offensive rebound.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Boston.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
He dishes it to Crowder. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thomas got 7 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Davis setting the pick for Hield. Will it go? Rebound, Boston.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they're getting desperate. They're doing everything they can to stem the tide of this monster run.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. You can talk about franchise players, but Brent, Anthony Davis is the total package.
Well, he does it all on the court, Kevin, and you're always reminded that he did play some point guard in high school. Imagine that. So it's not just that. He is a humble kid, a hardworking kid. He connects with his teammates and the community, and they rave about his character off the court. So you got it all with Anthony Davis.
Here's Mr. Moves, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
You see the defense looking around as if somebody else has the problem. They collectively do. This guy's on fire.
Evans with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Shot by Hield, nobody around. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Hield's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Kicks to Crowder. They set the pick inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the inside. Rejected by Crowder. Here's Mr. Moves. And again. And Boston with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Fires the three. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight. To the middle. Crowder, the pass to Mr. Moves. The dish now to Crowder. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Johnson. Here's Mr. Moves. The long distance three is buried. Mr. Moves got 43 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Holiday hits to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
So you're going to give AD that kind of room? Well, here's the payoff for that.
Feeds it to Johnson. Here's Crowder. And again, Boston with the triple.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And stolen by Thomas. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Thomas is running. They set the pick. Up top, Crowder. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. Davis with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. And now the Pelicans on the break. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has got 6.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
To the paint. Here's Crowder. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First trip to the line for him. A dominating.
Hey, thanks very much. A double-double already at halftime. What's been the key to get you going?
Bring it in, guys. In the first half. Listen up.
And as we return, skyline, those drone cameras are really something. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You know, Mr. Moves has been exceptional here, guys, today.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
Well, ending a game with a double-double is typically a good night. Ending the half with one, well, that's some amazing work.
Mr. Moves, he's in at point guard. Horford is out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Young in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Got it. Nice one there from Mr. Moves.
Well, we've gotten spoiled by this kind of play before from him, and you can see right now, guys, he's really clicking from anywhere on the floor.
Evans kicks to Ashik, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Pelicans surrendering a 2015 draft pick that turned into Sam Decker in exchange for Omer Ashik. Not a bad trade for a starting center.
Yeah, for a team that lacked a proven center after they gave up Robin Lopez, it made a lot of sense. And they doubled down on Omer and gave him a new $60 million contract in 2015. They hope that he's the answer inside and can play some minutes alongside AD.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one thing you've heard over the years about Amir Johnson is that his box score stats may not wow you, but they belie his impact on the court. Coach Brad Stevens said he just knows how to play both ends. He makes easy plays with the ball, and then on the defensive end, he makes everyone better. Indeed, a two-way impact player, Kevin.
He's a plus-minus standout, D.A. Thank you.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Horford gets the bucket.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Evans dishes to Holiday. From the arc. Another miss by Holiday.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Steps back and fires. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Mr. Moves got 47 points. And Holiday kicks to Davis. There's a good screen. Launches a 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Stolen by Ashik. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball. As New Orleans keeps possession. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player. Think of this. Only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper. Wilt Chamberlain on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around. But Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by Holiday. And foul called as he misses. He'll go down.
Some ghosts. Ghost. A ghost.
And Brent, going back a few years to your formative playing days in high school, you played at one of the bigger powerhouse high schools in California. How did playing on such a team that had such high expectations at that early age help your skill level and your overall basketball development?
Well, going to De La Salle High School, if I really wanted success, I should have been a kicker because the football team was off the charts. But we did have great success in basketball, and I did watch my 2 older brothers play at the school, so I understood what the program was about, what kind of expectations there were from the coaches with regards to accountability.
I bet you would have been a pretty good wide receiver.
I might have been, at least for one play, until a linebacker or a cornerback would cut me in half.
Barry going deep. He's got the ball, and there he goes. And Davis can't get it to go.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Mr. Moves, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Exactly. They get out quickly, executed to perfection.
And Holiday kicks to Ashik. To the inside. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Mr. Moves. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. From deep, Evans. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Johnson with a screen on Holiday. Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by Holiday. 6 to shoot. Young, and another basket for Boston.
Yeah, and Young has a beautiful touch from the mid-range, really sticking it to the D from there.
Outside Holiday. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Mr. Moves, drains the three-pointer. Mr. Moves got 55.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
And Holiday kicks to Ashik. Davis sets a screen. And there's the feed to Heel. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 8 rebounds in this game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Inside. Ashik no good.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Here's Mr. Moves, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. He's just left the defender on the ground.
Unbelievable handles. He's got more handles than a 6-door limousine. Quickness, body control, all of that on display.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Horford. Young comes in for Bradley. Marcus Smart's checked in for Monty Eunice is checked in for Evans. And Marvin Williams subbed in for Heel. So for New Orleans right now, Jones is out there with Monty Eunice. Then Williams. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Frazier in at the point guard position.
Well, that's one of his best attributes is his passes hit guys in stride.
Mr. Moves passes to Smart. From downtown, they get it back. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Williams dishes to Davis.
Well, they call him the Brow, Anthony Davis, and many consider him to be the most transcendent player that the NBA has for its near future. Now, I know his team has struggled just a little bit, and that's put some damper on those expectations. But make no mistake, he will accomplish many great things by the time his career is over.
New Orleans making a switch here. Moore's checked in.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
Olynyk with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And they're going to